everyone, my name is Earlene Gray, and I am Chief Communications Officer of Black Owned Businesses. My the founder of the company is Mrs. Phyllis Foltz, and our mission is to help build the capital in the African American community as well as generational wealth. The way that I see it is we as African Americans, we don't own any products. We don't own any imports. We do not own a grocery store. We do not own a school. We don't own a bus station, particularly here in Sacramento, because that's where I live. So my overall goal is to help bridge the gap and connect these business owners together. So we are very well connected with a lot of people in the community. There's also a really great resource called SAG Black Biz, and they primarily deal with businesses in Sacramento, but they also are a way to connect. So let's say, for example, if you are looking for a plumber, if you are looking for a maid, if you are looking for someone to fix your car, that is a resource to connect a lot of people with Black businesses. Are a lot of businesses, there are currently right now 8,000 businesses in Sacramento. About 85% of them 85% of them are home-based, which means that they either have online stores or they work from home. And as talking with a lot of, when I was doing my research and I spoke with a lot of business owners, they all stated that the overhead was the biggest problem. The cost of keeping in compliance with people's needs is very costly. So the stores that are open, what we're noticing is they have a lot of progress. So we also have a Black Yelp, PB and About Town. So she's doing a wonderful job at going into these African American establishments and finding exactly what their needs are. Whether you can't find a product or you have lack of products, we have a resource to help with that. Also, regarding customer service, in regards of attitudes, things of that nature, we kind of do a review on that and make sure that we are in compliance with each other. We pretty much make sure that we are the ones who are taking care of us. We are critiquing us. We are seeing the needs of us. And I do say, I don't use that word us lightly. And I always go back to research. So I do research a lot. And thinking of pertaining to the 60s, we had abundance of businesses. Before segregation, we had our Black barbers, our Black doctors, we had our nurses. We had people that looked like us that really cared about us. Not saying that other cultures and races don't care about us, but what tends to happen is we tend to share the platform with other people, and then it pretty much, they take over, and our needs are not really being met, or people are not listening because we don't have the capital. It's pretty much like you're voiceless. If you don't have the income to supply what you need, then you're pretty much voiceless, and that's the problem. So Bob's Bus, which means Black-owned businesses, our overall mission is to be aware and at least spend money with each other. Like I said, help build the capital. I'm very optimistic, and I believe that we will be able to have our own grocery store here in Sacramento. And I do believe we'll be able to have our own schools as well as our own banks. And I do believe that it's possible. We just have to work together, not excluding others, but just letting people be aware and conscious of the needs that we do have. And, if they want to be included with that, I think it's important to be included in that. It shouldn't just be excluding other people, but it should just letting people be aware of our contribution to this country. We contribute a lot, and we've also lost a lot. Not saying other people didn't lose a lot, but as everyone knows, African Americans are the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to everything. And that is a problem. When I watched a documentary by Killer Mike where he, for 3 days, it's on Netflix, where he went and wanted to shop Black. And throughout the documentary, it became a really hard problem, to shop black because we don't have any imports. We don't even have any weed dispensaries, so because of those lack of resources, when you look at it like that, it's kind of, you'll go hungry. He ended up, because we don't own any hotels, he ended up sleeping on a bench. So it's a very resourceful documentary. I really would advise everyone to look at it. There's some foul language in it, but it's not as bad. But it just shows you how devalued we are and how disfranchised we are as a people. And for me, that's very important. I'll leave with saying this. I am event coordinator, public relations of my motorcycle club, Royal Family. One thing that I loved about it is the unity and the love. A lot of people make statements saying that African Americans, they don't get along and they don't like each other, and all these negative stereotypes that people have about us. But in reality, we do get along. I've seen it firsthand. I've had people come to me and hug me, just don't even know, like, hey, sister, and calling me sister. And that was so foreign to me because that's something I wasn't used to. And the structure of it, it kind of reminded me of tribal. It reminded me of a tribe. It put me of a sense of, okay, if we were back in the beginning of time and this is how things were ran, you had your chiefs, you had your elders, so the motorcycle club, to me, in hindsight, is kind of structured that same way. And I believe that us as African Americans, we can go back. Right now, African American women are, and I want to congratulate my sisters that are out there fighting the cause. We are a force to be reckoned with. Right now, we are the top, fastest growing entrepreneurs right now, African American women. And that says a lot about our drive. Not taking anything away from our men, but just this statistics, this facts. I think we can do it. I believe that we can unite and we can come together, and it's up to us, and it's changing our mindset in the way that we think, in the way that we see each other. And I see on Facebook all these different groups that are popping up, like the Sister Circle, and like I stated earlier, Sag Black Biz, and all these other organizations that are coming together to unite the people. They have this sip and that paint, organizations, and yoga, and all book clubs, and so we are uniting. We just we need to unite as far as money. We need to unite our money. We need to come together with our money and help bridge that gap. And I believe that we could do it. I believe we could do it. I have no doubt in it, because we are the Sun people. We are the chosen ones. And the down shall be up. And that's my thought on that. So it just takes us changing our mindset and changing how we think the opposite of how we think, and don't run to other people's defense. That's another issue that I have, is that we're so quick to go run and help PETA, or go help gays, or go help this person and that person, and we don't even fix the problems that we have within each other. How about we start there? How about we fix us? That sounds like a plan. How about we just fix us and what we need to do for us? Then we go out and help save the world and be, superheroes. But right now, we're $1 trillion buying power. We are fashion. We are music. We are sports. I just heard that Queen Latifah bought a whole apartment complex in her old town. I've also watched a documentary. I wish I could remember the lady's name, but she decided to buy black for 1 year. And she found it the hardest challenge ever. But she met some beautiful, amazing people along the way that were having businesses. But at the end of her journey, a lot of those businesses flourished. They are no longer, they're gone. We don't want to be here like that, be here 1 minute and then gone like that, you know. We are a great people, and we are a forgiving people, you know. And I always wonder, why is that? Like, why are we so forgiving? Like, we're designed that way, you know. We're designed that way. So that is basically who I am. I'm Earlene Gray, Chief Communications Officer of Black Owned Business. And I believe, like Obama campaign said in 2012, yes, we can. And I believe we can do it, each and every one of us. Thank you.